What's up, Core9 family?
Oh, hey everyone, I'm with Alex. It probably looks similar to other videos we've done. We just sit here all day, every day for months on end, just coming up with ideas. But this one particularly is, again, because of Alex's expertise as a chef and all the other marvellous things he can do, I thought it's a great opportunity to pick his smart brain and identify ways that you can create variety in your food for those of us out there who are similar to me and have probably 4 or 5 meals they know how to prepare, but make them maybe in 2 or 3 or 6 different ways, so those 5 meals become 30, so that you don't get sick of the monotony of, God, I only know how to do a tuna salad, so I'm going to do that every day till I get bored, and once I'm bored, I'm off to McDonald's or Hungry Jack's, or just ruining my whole plan. So, Alex, over to you. How would you encourage people? What tricks or tips can you give us to make great meals, but make them in different ways so we don't get bored?
Well, let's take that tuna salad, for example.
Oh, awesome.
The tuna salad.
You're just stealing all my ideas.
We'll take the tuna salad, for example. Because the tuna salad, what we're all picturing is some tinned tuna bashed out into a Tupperware container full of lettuce, a couple cherry tomatoes, some cucumber, and a whole lot of, just tears to dress it.
It's almost like you've been watching me at home do this without me knowing.
You're the person in the office at your desk when everyone else has got Uber Eats and you're just, I'm living the dream, bro.
It's all just stuck in the middle around the salad.
So, the thing is, I eat that kind of stuff as well, but you can start to make it different, firstly with flavors and secondly with techniques, cooking techniques. So, looking at flavors at first, we've talked about dressings a lot, salads, adding a little bit of dressing. If you can teach yourself 3 or 4 different dressings, for example, a regular vinaigrette, which is just oil and some acid, either lemon juice or balsamic or vinegar, and that's one dressing you've got. If you can teach yourself a second one, like a healthy sort of creamy dressing by using some yogurt, maybe some hot sauce instead of like a mayonnaise-based dressing, same sort of thing. And then if you can teach yourself to make like an Asian-style dressing with a little bit of chili, some soy sauce, some vinegar, and some lime juice, instantly you got 3 different salads. Then what you can be doing is you can be looking at, okay, where can I add in some extra flavor without adding too many calories? And we can be looking at things like, okay, maybe textures. So instead of just going for the raw spinach and everything, we can maybe add in some leftover roast veggies from the night before. You can grab vegetables that would traditionally be cooked, like broccoli, and shred them up raw so you get a nice crunchiness to it. And just really playing around with adding a couple more textures in, a couple more flavors, and just teaching yourself 2 or 3 dressings is really the one for me. And then the next example I'll say is talking about the chicken we did before. We broke down that whole chicken and we realized how many parts of the chicken we've got. The thing is, chicken and broccoli, that could be 100 different things as well, because chicken, it could be chicken breast, which you roast in the pan whole, and then you rest it, and then you slice it up so it's nice and juicy and soft. Or you could take the breasts and poach them in your own homemade chicken stock with maybe some extra garlic and ginger, and have that broccoli served in the stock, like a little Asian broth kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then you can be taking the legs like we've done today and make a little curry with it. Or you can take those legs and, take the bones out and just grill them on the barbecue with some marinade. It's all, I think the real basics, it's going to take a little bit of investment in time just for people to understand a couple different cooking techniques and doing them better. A lot of people tell me they don't have time to do that, but the fact is this is something you do 4 times a day, every day of your life, and so does your family. So investing in learning a few different techniques, like how to poach a piece of chicken, how to roast a chicken breast, how to cut up a chicken, make 2 or 3 different dressings and marinades, which do not have to be store-bought, sugary bullshit marinades. They can just be, they can be literally made from 2 or 3 things in your pantry, like we've done today with 3 spices, toasted up. Then you can really, really make a massive amount of difference. And when I was doing my wedding shredding, I was eating some variation of protein and vegetables every day, but never got bored of it.
So I guess in there, just thinking out loud, you've got your tuna salad and you've got your different style of dressings. Then you could take the tuna out and equally do chicken, or you could do beef. Or what vegetables would you replace? And if you, let's say you were vegan or going meat-free, I'm experimenting with that at the moment with my other half. What sort of things would you replace the meat so that you still feel full when you've consumed it?
Beans and legumes, like this kind of stuff.
Little something we prepared earlier. Yes.
Mixed beans.
Okay.
100%. It's the most amazing plant-based protein source. They're super duper filling, and the thing is, we could go for things like tofu and stuff, but these beans are already cooked with love. They're cooked perfectly. All they need to do is you spend $1, have them sitting in your pantry, and we will, for example, later on, drain them, mix them up with a little red wine vinegar, some herbs, a bit of salt and pepper, maybe a bit of chili, some tomatoes. That right there is a salad that you can, and you've instantly increased your protein, increased your vegetables, and you don't have to deal with your tuna for the day.
Yeah.
You know, that chicken that we did before, 100% use your leftover chicken when you cook a whole chicken. Don't just put the carcass back in the oven, back in the fridge whole. Take the time to shred the meat off the bone, put that shredded meat in some little sandwich bags, put it in the freezer, and then you've got some shredded chicken whenever you're out of stuff. Boom, you've got some shredded chicken today. Nicely roasted.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There you have it. You've heard it straight from the horse's mouth. There we go. We'll start shooting the breeze a bit more and come up with some other things we can talk about. Thanks, Alex.
100%. Thanks.